Okay, the underlying energy is the Two of Wands, y'all. It's about picking the path, picking where you want to go. Underneath that is the Magician, and trusting and knowing that you have everything that you need to make it happen. And I feel like you guys already know. You already know what you need. You already know what you got. You already know that you have everything that you need to make some steps forward, right? To make the move, to do what you want, to do whatever makes you happy. Interesting. So your current state of being is the Knight of Swords. So I don't know if somebody's communicating with you all harsh and extra, but there's a potential of combative conversations or combative information being distributed. Now, for some of you guys, this could be that you guys are fighting for what you believe in, right? You guys can be very serious and very straight up with people. Like, look, I'm not playing with you. This is what I believe, or this is what I will and will not tolerate. You know, things like that. There could be some things that somebody is going after. There's also could talk about progress being made, very fast progress, right? Some things happening. Or trying to get some things to go through. But the thing here is what your guys' hopes and desires are, right? Or what your desired outcome is a little bit more fun and a little bit more passion, a little more mystery maybe. But you also want to have a bit of maybe more romance, because this energy, the Seven of Cups, can be very romantic. But I also feel like you guys may want to kind of just, alleviate the confusion, alleviate the uncertainty, the clarity, the mystery of everything. Perhaps you guys are kind of tired of that mess. And I feel like for some of you guys, you want to see what's actually happening. You don't want this whole situation to be kind of crazy. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and pull a clarifier for the Seven of Cups. What is the Seven of Cups for Cancer in their love lives and their desired outcome? What is the Seven of Cups for Cancer? What is the Seven of Cups for Cancer? What is the Seven of Cups for Cancer? What's the Seven of Cups for their desired outcome? Ooh, the Five of... Yeah, I feel like you guys are kind of... You want... It's very interesting. Hang on, I had to pick up a card. I dropped one. But the Five of Cups indicates kind of, obviously mourning, because this person's lost something very precious to them, something from the past that meant something very dear to them. Of course, they have to honor their emotions, right? But it's the part that they believe that they can't have anything better than this that keeps them from being able to work, but to, be able to have what they want, have something even probably better than the first thing. And that person potentially does end up living in the past because all they can think about is what they've lost. So the thing here is there may be a romanticizing of the past here. There may be a lot of romanticizing of the past, but I feel like at the same time there could be this desire that there's obviously the Two of Cups here. There's still a relationship to work with. There's something that's still there to work with there, and I feel like it's picking those cups, picking an option that's available that really resonates with you. I feel like there may be like this desire to kind of go and and make whatever you've got left work for the best and be very fun and romantic and passionate. And you want to have a little bit more of dreams, of a dreamy relationship, and it's not completely gone. You don't want it to believe it's completely gone, and I don't think it is. But the thing is, it's keeping the situation from being able to be romantic, or there's a lot of focusing on the past and romanticizing of the past, and the only thing that can be wonderful and great is in the past. The reason why there isn't really the ability to shift the focus and to be able to just pick the Two Cups and be able to make something out of the cups that you have left is potentially because there isn't a lot of things that I let go from the past. There's something here that's keeping you from being able to release the past, so that way there is space for something new to come in. So there is this new dreamy romance, and there's some sort of this exciting sort of like passionate energy that comes through, right? You want something like that, perhaps. But there isn't space for it because the past is still sitting there. The past is still very much in that space for a new love to come in. And the reason why is because of the Devil. Now, the Devil can come up for obsessiveness, right? And it can come up for a number of reasons. But how I'm seeing it here is more of that you feel like there is, you're trapped in a situation where you have the perfect connection, you have the perfect relationship, and there's nothing that can get better from this. It can't get better. For some of you guys, it feels like you guys are just truly trapped and disempowered. You're powerless in a situation. You guys may even feel bound and, bound to something, bound to the past. Like you can't help but, cling to it because that's just the only thing that makes you feel safe. And that's not the case, right? These old habits are potentially what's keeping the past very much dormant in your current life. And that's not going to be able to truly manifest you something new if there's space that's being taken up. It's like trying to buy a new bed when there's a room. Well, trying to buy a new bed for a room that already has a bed in it. You gotta have to remove that bed in order to put the new one in there, right? Or you can't stack the beds up on top of each other. That's gonna, how is someone gonna get on the bed safely without them hurting themselves? So that's the same sort of situation. That's what I see with the devil. Is the old behaviors and old things and old ways of being, right, have a lot to do with the things that have a lot to do with the resistance of this change, of this releasing, of this death of a situation. And with death, there is rebirth. It's never just death. Okay. Now, the advice to kind of help you guys get what your desired outcome is, right? To be able to have a romantic relationship, maybe not as the same as the past, but something something even better potentially, right? Is the High Priestess. One that has to trust themselves to be able to get what they want, right? But they also have to be very in tune to what they feel. Now, as I was pulling up before, it's like somebody may be, some secrets may come to light, some things may come up from the surface that was hidden. I feel like there has to be openness. Now that would, the High Priestess came up before, I feel like honestly what it was trying to tell me, which I was reading that message for someone else, maybe someone else in the reading may needed to hear that, but the High Priestess for you guys for this situation is about being open. It's about allowing things to come to you and not clinging to the past and not clinging to things that are, that are no longer, that are no longer there. It doesn't mean it will never happen again, but it's going to require patience for it to come back in. It's going to require healing and loving within yourself, for the things that you're feeling. So for there to be the release that's needed and for things to come in. That there's trust and fundamental of that, trusting that it will come back, trusting that something amazing will come in. And you guys have the Magician underneath here. You have everything that you need. You have everything that is necessary to manifest what you want. You have the tools, you have the knowledge, you have yourself. Confidence is there, but picking the direction in which to go, that's the doing part, and that's something that is definitely it's going to require trusting yourself to be able to execute, because how you guys are feeling is the Six of Cups. Now, I already seen this and I knew that there was something regarding the past and holding on to it potentially that was coming up, but I wanted to see why the Seven of Cups itself was coming up in here. And I feel like you guys want romance just like from the past. You guys want to feel like you're in that relationship again or something very similar, that innocent new love, that connection that was just profound. And I feel like the reason why you can't let it go is because this connection was so profound. This connection was so deep and so intense. It was so powerful. It's hard to even imagine being with someone else with the same stuff and having the same emotions and the feelings about it. But the thing is, guys, it can. You have to be open to it. And the Six of Cups is telling me that you guys are still living in the past. You guys still feel that connection because it's profound. It echoes through you for ages and eons. It will forever, probably. It'll be the best thing you've ever felt in your entire life. But it's not the only thing that you'll ever feel. It's not the last. It's only the beginning, because these two, this is their first love. This is their first time ever getting together. This is their first time ever feeling anything for someone, right? This cooties, their children in this card, right? So this is their first time being okay with allowing themselves to be vulnerable with one another. But this is not the only time that they'll ever be vulnerable. This is their first time, but it will never be their last. Then that's the thing. This will never be the last. To believe that as so, you are holding on to something that will potentially keep you from be able to manifest something new. And you deserve that. You deserve happiness. You deserve romance. You deserve to be in a beautiful relationship, right? That's what correct me if I'm wrong, right? But it's going to require you to trust that it will come to you again. It's going to require you guys to trust that. Hopes and fears, the Queen of Cups. She knows what's in her cup. She knows how she feels. She's very much aware. And you guys want to be in love. That's your hopes and fears. You want to feel want to feel so deeply in love with someone. You want someone to love you back. You want to feel that connection again. You want to feel something deep and profound. Something that rocks you to your absolute core. That's your hopes and fears. And I feel like you guys will. Because the Six of Wands is in your outcome. You guys are not the same Cancer from last year. You have a lot more experience. You guys have, are very much aware of the situation around you. The Six of Wands talks about recognition and victory through your efforts. And the effort that is talking about here, I feel, is about the internal journey. The internal journey in regarding to making peace with what has lost, but knowing that it will never be the last. And the thing is, it's like, yes, this connection was so profound and so strong, it's hard to release it. I'm not saying you to release the connection. I'm telling you to release this feeling, this pain that you may have, or this toxic kind of, behavior that you may have conjured up that makes you feel like this is the only time ever you'll ever have this love. Because I'm telling y'all, the Six of Wands is a victory. You'll be recognized, you'll be seen. That's a really good step. You free yourself from being feeling trapped in a situation that you believe will never happen again. Trust me, Cancer. Trust me. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with your wisdom of the Oracle. Okay. And it hurts. Yes, this person was a soulmate. This is a soulmate. This person was a soulmate, and they've touched you so deeply. They've really entered your life, and they made such an intense impact. How can you forget them? It's not about forgetting. I promise you, it's not. It's not forgetting them at all. Not in the slightest. But it is releasing this feeling of not being able to ever find something like that again. And for some of you guys in a relationship, right? You guys could still be in a relationship right now. And the romance is possibly have faded away. The Hollywood, not Hollywood, but the honeymoon phase is probably dissipated. And for some of you guys, it's not the honeymoon phase at all. It could be that there's just something that this is not the same. Something may have happened, some sort of arguing, some sort of back and forth. And it just kind of, the relationship in a sense took a hit in a big way. But it's not the end. I promise it's not the end. You have to find your way back. You have to find your way back, but you have to trust that you can find your way back. And it all starts from making a decision about what you want to do with the connection. Let's see what the Whispers of Love says for your relationship this week as well. Miracles and blessings. Everything has its gifts, and it's true. We may not see them sometimes, but everything has a reason. Everything is for our highest good. Everything happens to make us the best that we can be. And everything happens for us to prepare us for the better things to come. Because we are not going to ever just experience something amazing one time. Okay.